When teens commit crimes with guns, they often end up in front of Mahoning County's juvenile court. But what can the court do to help cut gun violence that we've been seeing lately in Youngstown? Judge Theresa Dellick discusses that in this week's in-depth interview with WKBN Community Affairs Director Dee Crawford.
Welcome. Good to see you.
Always good to see you.
Juvenile court existence, funding, what you're all about, has been a discussion, I'm sure, for many. So could you start with the historical segment of who you are and who you provide service for?
With juvenile court, we provide services for any youth from birth to age 18 up to 21. We also address child support issues, paternity issues, custody issues. Any child born out of wedlock, case comes to juvenile court. We also deal with offenses against youth. So if someone is endangering a youth or contributing to their delinquency, those cases come to juvenile court. Many people think of juvenile court just as being the delinquency aspect, but we also deal with all the abused, dependent, neglected children of our community too. So it has a very wide breadth, and just say anything dealing with youth from birth to age 18 up to 21 comes to juvenile court.
We're seeing an increase in violence against and by juveniles, Judge. Sure, everyone saw the lull during COVID, but here we are now into the middle of 22. What is your thoughts about the summer and programming for youth?
Number one, during COVID, we saw a decrease. Everyone was locked up. After that last year, we saw an increase. It's leveling off in our community and across the state. That's what we're seeing from contact with all the juvenile courts and the Ohio Department of Youth Services, that it is leveling off. It's not continuing to increase, which is good news. But what we're seeing is, we may be in for a bit of a ride this summer. It's hard to predict, but I do know there's a lot of organized law enforcement efforts to do what they can. But personally, I think that until we deal with the underlying trauma in so many of these lives, we're never going to get our hands wrapped around it and control the issue.
We're going to talk more of that in depth. Being one of 88 counties, where do we stand within the numbers? Are we within the highest percentage or within the lowest percentage of violence against juveniles?
We're lower. I contribute that to the cooperation we have among all the agencies and government offices. There's a lot of cooperation here, and Mahoning County down in Columbia is known as being a very collaborative community, and I believe that's one of the reasons. We do not have the violence that you see in the major cities, even in our detention facilities. It's different here. I mean, we have the same high level of crimes, but not to the extent and the number.
I want to thank Judge Theresa Dellick for going in depth with us today. Tomorrow we'll talk about the major underlying mental health issues the juvenile court tries to address. I'm WKBN Community Affairs Director Dee Crawford.